You again. You again. I saw you that day on Boulder Street. You know, we all did. There were clear skies. A beautiful day. The temperature was perfect. The neighborhood kids gathered outside and played freeze tag as their mothers brought out pitchers of lemonade and their fathers barbecued in their backyards. What a wonderful day that was. I couldn't have predicted it. I don't think anyone could have. It couldn't have been real. Not on such a pleasant day anyway. I was lounging on my porch swing when it happened. You'd called me prior and said you were going to walk from Marcy's house down the street to visit me. I always liked when you visited me. Maybe you liked visiting me too. Stroking a hand through Melon's fur. I inhaled slowly as I leaned my head back onto the swing, finally letting myself relax after weeks of consistent working. I could hear the ice cream truck's song chiming in the distance and all of the children in the proximity shouting with joy. That's when I heard you call to me from across the street. Ash, you were there, standing barefoot on the driveway of Mr. Luther's house in a graphic tee and jean shorts. The sun made your blonde hair look like it was a golden flame. You had that silly, playful grin plastered on your face as you waved a bottle of wine at me. I can still see it so clearly in my mind. I smiled fondly and waved back, gesturing for you to join me on the front porch. You skipped down from the driveway like a giddy schoolgirl as the song of the ice cream truck gradually rang louder. I got up from my chair, ready to greet you the moment you set foot onto my lawn. It was half a millisecond even, faster than you could blink. Time didn't stop or anything. Nothing happened in slow motion. It just happened. You stayed smiling, even when the brightly colored ice cream truck slammed into your frail body like a wrecking ball. I remember it so clearly. How your body tumbled over the top of the truck and crashed into the concrete at the bottom. How the blood seeped out from under you and dyed the road crimson. The bottle of wine you were holding flew across the street and shattered into a million pieces at my toes. For a beat, no one dared to move. Out of shock maybe, basketballs slipped under kids' fingers. Parents stopping in their tracks to stare in shock at your unmoving form. And when that silent moment was over, everyone screamed. My mouth opened to scream too. But no sound escaped from my lips. That was it. That was the end of you. Gone in less than the blink of an eye. I went to your funeral, of course. Most of us did. How could we not? You were pure joy. A ball of light that everyone adored. Everyone cried, sobbed for hours even after it was over. A closed casket. Your body was too damaged to be put on display. I thought that was the last time I would see you. So why did you keep coming back to me? The first time was when I was washing dishes. I finished scrubbing a plate clean, and when I turned around to place it in the dishwasher, you were there. You were leaning against the wall smiling at me. Not in a creepy way. I wasn't scared. When I blinked you were gone. You never talked to me. Just stood there and smiled. I enjoyed your company. Actually, it was easier for me to not have you out of my life completely. I enjoyed your company until it became a problem. You kept appearing. More often than before. Every time I turned you would be there. I could almost feel you breathing down my neck at some times. I sat in a ball in the middle of my dark room, body trembling with sobs. You stood in front of me smiling, your head tilted a bit. This time your presence didn't feel warm to me. It filled me with terror. After that I couldn't see you in a good way anymore. You began to frighten me. You took over my life. Really, I couldn't sleep after a while. Couldn't eat. I stopped going to work. Stopped taking showers. Just laid in bed, squeezing my eyes shut as I wished you would just go away. You, again, just as I thought you'd finally gone away. You, again, standing centimeters away from me as I sat in my room in the mental ward. You again, smiling, like you were when you died.